On to the next bit. This one is called Pass the Parcel. Now, this one is a lot more tricky than the other one, Chasing Shadows. This one is a lot more tricky. I'll read some of this to you, but it is long, so I'm not going to read all of it. But yeah, I like facts, evidence, actual objects. You can't argue with them. Gather enough of the right evidence and you'll have proof, which is rare and a wonderful thing. What I don't like is rumour, hearsay, unreliable witnesses. These drive me to distraction because it's so hard to sort out the truth from the false and the honest mistakes from the outright lies. In that regard, I must admit that Lewis is a better judge of character than I am. I tend to treat people as guilty until proven otherwise. Lewis is more trusting but shrewd with it. He reads people well. The reason I mention this is that I found myself talking to a very, very unreliable witness today, but before I get to that, a quick recap. Last week you used the PhotoFit program and your collective intelligence to identify the thief who took the sculpture from Thierry's apartment, and it just thanks a couple of people there. You also found that he was flying to Montreal, so I picked up the trail there. The bad news is that the thief, Mr. Darren Sheridan Carr of AQ Hawker, disappears as soon as he leaves the airport terminal. I can't find a trace of him anywhere. The good news is that before he left the terminal, he was seen on a camera giving a large parcel to a courier firm for delivery. I called the courier company and they let me talk to the driver in Montreal who handled the delivery. He seemed like a sweet old guy, clueless but sweet. His memory was a little fuzzy, but maybe you can help me figure out where his route took him. Google Street View might be useful too. I'll just let him talk. Okay, so then all this thin writing down here is what the guy was talking to you on the phone. Just as at the bottom here, what do you think? Reckon you can get an address out of that? So what you need to do is open up Google Street View, and it's simple. So you just go to Google, type in Street View, and go into Google Maps with Street View. Click on this, and you have Street View up now. What you do, go back to the blog, and then read this. So we want to start from the place where it's picked up, so the terminal at that international airport. So you copy that and paste it into there, and hopefully we should get something. Okay, so you get something, and click on this little image over here, and it will give you the international airport. Now you can go to the Street View and just drag in where you want them to go. It will zoom in, and you might have to mess around with this a little bit to get accurate of the airport, but all you do is you do that. You go to the Street View on the airport, and then you follow these addresses, you follow these routes. Now this is why I said that it's a lot harder, because you have to know the exact length of the roads and how far you have to go. So like it says here, you headed onto Highway 20, then took the 138 through Westmount. Our first drop was at the big museum just past there, so if you find a big museum, then you're on the right track. It says with a bronze cow sitting out front, so it's obviously going to have something, prominent right in front, so you know what you're looking for. Zigzagged about half a kilometre, so you have to know how far that is, to a big movie theatre, which will be an IMAX, and you go through this. You read all these, you go through all in Google Street View, until you get to where you want to go. Once you've gone through that and you've got to the end, It's very tricky. I even had to try and find a bit of help for this. There are forums for some help. All you do is you go up here and you can click about the home page, and you'll find a place for the forum. But anyways, you just follow these instructions. They're easy to follow, but they're not easy to find. They took me about 2 hours, and then I needed help, so I asked for help on the forums. And the link to the forums will be in the description if you want it. So I done that, and I come up with an address. I found part of the address, and I looked on the forums, and there was the other part on there. So it is 600 Place Dues, whatever that is. I can't even say that. Penthouse apartment, Laval, Quebec, Canada. So then it has the zip code there, 87G4X3. Now I'm not sure if Google Street. If you just click that, it comes up with the Street View for Lewis Hamilton. I mean, it's not Street View, the Secret Life for Lewis Hamilton, and then this is the forums. So you can read through everything that's here and check it all out for yourself, and there are tips on there if you need them. So then once you've found the address, then all you need to do is we need now need to wait for the next one, anyway, that was the puzzle, was to find the address out of all of that. Even though I've gave you the answer, you could do it yourself, because it is kind of fun. It's not like you see someone else do it and then you think, oh well, what's the point? I mean, you see someone do it, and if you do actually play it, it is kind of fun. Frustrating at some points, but fun. So just like most things. So anyway, that's that part out of the way, and I'll see you in the next blog post, which is the up-to-date one at the moment. So yeah, see you in a sec.